Literally, luon means rotation, turning. He means returning. Luon can also mean a circle or a wheel. In Sanskrit, reincarnation is called samsara, the constant cycle of going up and down, the continuous sequence of lifetimes. This movement is often symbolized by a wheel called the wheel of samsara. We can imagine the wheel of reincarnation as a circle on which birth and death follow one another endlessly. There is no clearly defined beginning or end. The wheel of birth and death just keeps turning, pulling beings into an ocean of suffering from life to life. Only when one practices to the point of ultimate enlightenment can one escape this wheel. Around the world, most religions and spiritual traditions mention some form of rebirth or afterlife, though each explains it differently. In Buddhism, when the Stoic realized the three knowledges, knowledge of past lives, divine I, and the ending of all mental defilements, these insights answered the questions: where do humans come from? And where do they go after death? They also revealed why beings must wander in samsara, the cycle of birth and death. Through this direct realization, the Stoics saw that reincarnation is an obvious truth, applying to all beings without exception. This is not something imagined or speculated, but something he directly saw and knew to exist from beginningless time, long before he appeared in this world. Knowledge of past lives is the clear wisdom that allows one to see countless past lifetimes of oneself. Through this realization, the Stoic confirmed that human life continues through many rebirths. Scriptures record that he clearly remembered countless previous lives, who he was, where he was born, what he did. The question, where do humans come from, is answered through the divine I. Humans are born according to their karma, following the law of cause and effect. When there is a cause, there will be a result. This exists, so that exists. This arises, so that arises. This ceases, so that ceases. The divine eye is a pure, penetrating inner vision that sees clearly into the past and future of all beings. The Stoics saw beings die here and be reborn elsewhere among the 6 realms, as clearly as a person standing on a high balcony, watching people move through a 4-way intersection. From this perspective, death is not the end. It is simply a transition, where karma leads a being to be reborn in another realm within the cycle of samsara. In the last night of the 4th week of his awakening, in the 3rd watch of the night under the Bodhi tree, the Stoic realized the ending of all defilements. Defilements are the inner pollutants, greed, anger, and ignorance, the karmic seeds of good and evil accumulated over many lifetimes. Ending means bringing them to a complete stop. In short, because his mind was completely still and clear, his spiritual wisdom shone brightly, and he remembered everything across countless lifetimes. What the Stoic realized is extremely difficult for ordinary minds to fully grasp, but that does not mean it is not true. Over 2,600 years ago, the Stoic already spoke of things that human eyes could not see at the time, but which science has gradually confirmed. For example, he said that in a cup of water there are 84,000 tiny living organisms. Today, under a microscope, we can see microorganisms. He said that in the vast universe there are countless worlds, immeasurable in number, and modern astronomy has confirmed endless galaxies and planetary systems. Later, when he went out to teach, the Stoic used the doctrine of reincarnation to explain human suffering. He taught that humans must pass through birth and death, lifetime after lifetime, not because some god or creator commands it, but because of their own actions, our deeds, words, and even thoughts, whether good or bad, along with addictions and attachments built up over many lifetimes, all accumulate as karma. When there is a karmic cause, there must be a karmic result. Therefore, after death, people must be reborn to receive good results from good causes, or suffer because of evil causes. 2. The 6 realms of reincarnation. 6 realms describe the conditional worlds, in which beings are reborn after death. Samsara is the circular, continuous movement of beings up and down within these 6 realms, sometimes reborn here, sometimes reborn there, life after life without end. Only when one eliminates inner defilements and attains full enlightenment can one truly escape the cycle. The 6 realms are usually illustrated by the wheel of life and include the heavenly realm. Realm of Asuras demigods, the human realm, the animal realm, the hungry ghost. Realm, the hell realm 1. The heavenly realm in Buddhist tradition. The heavenly realm is the dwelling place of divine beings with powers, refined forms, and beauty greater than humans. It is a realm of lightness and joy without sorrow, anger, or despair. These beings were once humans who lived kindly, did many good deeds, accumulated great merit, and practiced wholesome teachings. After death, they were reborn in this realm and now live in comfort and joy, with the ability to manifest what they desire, because life here is so blissful. Many of them forget to cultivate compassion and wisdom further. Scriptures say the heavenly realm is vast with many layers, each corresponding to a different level of merit. For example, Queen Mahamaya, after giving birth to Prince Siddhartha, was reborn in the heaven of the 33, thanks to the merit of giving birth to a future enlightened one. Another example is the Bodhisattva Maitreya, who currently resides in the two-seater heaven, waiting for the right conditions to be reborn in this world to continue guiding beings. Even heavenly beings do not live forever. When their merit is exhausted, they to fall back into the cycle of birth and death and must be reborn according to their karma, perhaps as humans again, as higher gods, or even in lower realms. 2. The Asura realm. Asuras possess strength and certain powers, but lack the serene dignity of heavenly beings. They often represent people who, in their human lives, had talent and potential, but were overly ambitious, competitive, or arrogant. Some may even have been religious practitioners with long years of practice, but who still clung to greed, anger, and pride, loving praise and worship, expecting followers, enjoying power and status. They may have contributed to religion or society, built temples and supported spiritual communities, yet their hearts still clung to ego, jealousy, and anger. Such people, after death, may be reborn among the Asuras if, in that realm, they continue to do good and reduce anger and violence. They may later be reborn as humans if they transform their temperament, avoid conflict, and live peacefully. They may rise to the heavenly realm, but if they remain angry, selfish, and greedy, they can fall into the hungry ghost realm. 3. The human realm. The human world is where beings are reborn due to a mixture of good and bad karma, depending on their past actions. People are born beautiful or not, wealthy or poor, happy or suffering. Humans are scattered across countless nations and cultures, enjoying different levels of comfort or hardship. Scriptures often remind us that being born human is an extremely precious opportunity. We should use this life to create good karma, practice virtue, and keep moral precepts so that after death we can be reborn again as humans under even better conditions, or rise to heavenly realms. 4. The animal realm. This is the world of animals, those living in water, underground, on land, in the air, and even microscopic beings invisible to the naked eye. Animals live mostly by instinct, not by conscious moral reflection. Those who, as humans, chased after sensual pleasure, indulged in drugs or harmful substances, and lived in constant intoxication. Those who committed cruel acts, killing and harming others without remorse after death. They can be reborn as animals. Life in the animal realm often ends in brutal ways, with creatures killing and eating one another. After death, depending on their remaining karma, they may continue as animals, rise to the human realm, or fall again based on their previous actions. 5. The hungry ghost realm. This is the realm of beings who, when human, were extremely greedy and selfish, corrupt officials. Those who stole public funds, took charity money as their own, hurt others for profit, or showed no compassion to the hungry and suffering. Hungry ghosts are often described as having huge bellies but tiny mouths and throats, unable to properly take in food or water, so they live in endless hunger and thirst. This image represents the torment of unchecked greed. 6. The hell realm. Hell is the realm of intense punishment and suffering for those who were extremely cruel and heartless terrorists, mass murderers, people who caused horrifying pain to countless others, or who ruthlessly slaughtered innocent beings. After death, they are reborn into hell to experience, in a concentrated way, the type of suffering they caused. Scriptures describe many levels of hell, each matching a different severity of wrongdoing. When their hell karma is exhausted, these beings may be reborn into higher realms as animals or humans, to continue working out the remaining results of the karma they have created. 3. The 6 realms of reincarnation within this very life. Doctrine of 6 realms often sounds like something that happens only after death, but from the perspective of awakening, these realms also describe mental states that appear right now in human life. We don't have to wait until after death to enter these realms. They already show up in how we think, feel, and live. Those who live quietly, cultivate compassion, forgive others, and are at peace are like heavenly beings in this world. Those who practice the 10 good deeds, behave ethically, avoid harming others, and live with generosity may outwardly live as humans, but inwardly already taste the peace of the heavenly realm. Religious practitioners or kind-hearted people who keep basic moral precepts, not killing, not stealing, not committing harmful sexual misconduct, not speaking cruelly, not drowning themselves in intoxicants, all build solid foundations for a freer, happier existence. On the other hand, those who live in constant greed, anger, craving, and blind instinct, though in human form, sink toward the level of animals driven only by urges, without moral guidance. Those whose bodies are trapped in constant illness and torment, whose minds are always in pain and despair, may feel as if they are suffering in a living hell. The point of understanding reincarnation and the 6 realms is not to make us pessimistic or fatalistic, nor to push us into superstition. It is to help us take responsibility for our lives, to move from sadness, anger, and reckless behavior toward a life of ethical joy that benefits both ourselves and society. With our ordinary eyes, we can clearly see only 2 realms, humans and animals. The other 4 realms we know mainly through the teachings, but that does not mean they do not exist. We can also see that even among humans, there is a huge variety of life, different skin colors, different levels of fortune, intelligence, and opportunity. Some are born healthy and privileged. Others are born into hardship, disability, or war. The Stoic taught that all of this arises from cause and effect, from karma. Generally speaking, if in this life one lives in cruelty, hurting others and creating suffering, then future rebirth will correspond to hardship and pain. If one lives kindly, respectfully, and ethically, future lives will be brighter and more peaceful. If in this life we are blessed with a healthy body and sound mind, this is a great fortune built up over many lifetimes. We should not waste it by letting desire and ignorance pull us into wrongdoing. Otherwise, we may fall into dark and painful states both now and after death. The teaching of reincarnation and the 6 realms is like a bell of awakening, urging us to start practicing and transforming ourselves, to live a life truly worth living. Dear friends, this concludes today's topic. Thank you for listening. May you receive much positive energy and enjoy a calm, peaceful life. Closing message, Stoicism Philosophy Daily. Stoicism Philosophy Daily. We share teachings and reflections inspired by Stoic wisdom to help you face life with clarity, courage, and inner peace. Our goal is to help you understand cause and effect, accept what you cannot control, and transform suffering into strength and insight. If these ideas resonate with you, we invite you to continue exploring, reflecting, and growing with us on your journey toward a more mindful and meaningful life.